This is a Bridge City Toolworks square, and at face value this looks like a modern, high-quality square. However, it falls short of the expectations given its price and lacks many desirable features. This issue extends beyond just this particular square. The entire Bridge City brand has diminished in reputation since its acquisition by a Chinese manufacturer in 2018. Welcome to today's square review. In this video, we'll dive into a brief background on Bridge City Toolworks, price, other offerings in the lineup, features, pros and cons, conclusions/other recommendations. I've included timestamps for each section so you can jump around as you'd like. Let's kick things off with a little background on the company. Bridge City Tool was founded in 1984 by John Economaki, a woodworker who, after developing an allergy to sawdust, shifted from making furniture to making woodworking tools. His first creation, a tri-square, proved remarkably successful. Economaki's business was innovative at the time. He would introduce a new tool every few months, taking pre-orders, and then he would fulfill them, much like a Kickstarter campaign. His designs were both beautiful and meticulously crafted. John had a unique talent for combining design and function, bringing many tools into the 21st century design-wise. Unfortunately, during 9/11, Bridge City Tool had no business for 6 days straight, leading to a significant slowdown. Business slowed down so much that John was compelled to sell part of his company and halt in-house manufacturing. He downsized his team, shifted focus to designing tools while outsourcing their production. By 2018, Bridge City Tool was fully acquired by Harvey Industries, a Chinese-based company. While this acquisition is not recent news, it is disheartening to witness another company once celebrated for its meticulous craftsmanship and reliable repair services, now reduced to a pale imitation of its former self. Adding to the frustration, the prices for their tools have not decreased to reflect the decline in quality. Instead, they remain as high as ever. With that in mind, let's look at the pricing of this tool. The price of this square is like the weather, always changing and hard to predict, but seriously, it's always on a permanent limited time sale on their website. The best I can offer you is how much I paid for it. I paid $69 with $16.28 with shipping. I am trying to keep this review as neutral as possible, but $16.28 in shipping seems excessive considering most companies offer free shipping over $50, and this was shipped domestically. It took 10 days to get to me. I have had 24-inch hand planes sent to me for less than $10 in shipping. The tax is my fault for living in New York. So in total, I paid a whopping $92.50 for this square. But enough about my shopping adventures, let's talk about some of the other products they offer. They offer squares in a variety of sizes, 5 inches, 6.5 inches, and 2 versions of their 8-inch square. One version is in imperial measurements, while the other is a 200mm metric version, which is the one we'll be focusing on today. Something to note on the 5-inch and the 6.5-inch is that those versions do not include lasered graduations. It is only the square. Let me give you an overview of the features. They advertise a straightness tolerance of plus or minus 0.02 millimeters, which applies specifically to the stainless steel ruler. The laser graduations have a tolerance of plus or minus 0.02 millimeters per 200 millimeters. As for the squareness, which is the relationship between the ruler and the handle, that metric is plus or minus 0.05 degrees, which is more than adequate for woodworking. Here are the dimensions: 200 millimeters on the outside, 150 millimeters on the inside. The ruler width is 38 millimeters. The handle is just shy of 16 millimeters. The blade is just shy of 2 millimeters, and the handle is 88 millimeters long. The square weighs approximately 251 grams. If your square ever comes out of square, you can use a 2.5 millimeter key to adjust the 4 hex screws found at the base of the square. None of the information matters if the square is not truly square. So I will get a known piece of material that is square. I'll show you that it's square, and then we will test that this square is truly square. I'll draw one line, flip my square, and try to draw a line over the previous line. If the 2 lines I drew look like one line, then I know the square is truly square. So when I first drew these lines, they were not lining up, so I thought it was maybe me not referencing the square all the way. So I did another one, and that one also failed the score test. So, turns out this is not a square that is square. But to be completely fair, when I purchased the square a few months ago, it did come square from the factory. I must have knocked this out of square either by dropping it or loosening up the hex screws somehow. So while I fix this in the background, let me tell you about the pros. The first pro, albeit a subjective one, is the exceptional aesthetics of this square. It's truly one of the most beautifully crafted woodworking tools I've ever seen, and I must admit its striking appearance was the primary reason I purchased it. Every finish is thoughtfully executed. The clever integration of the dovetail marker, which not only utilizes otherwise unused space, but also reduces the tool's weight, the inviting cutout on the handle that seems to naturally fit your grip, and the strategically placed hole that offers easy storage solutions. The combination of black, champagne gold, and bright orange gives it an undeniably luxurious look. Even if the design isn't to your personal taste, there's no denying it stands out from anything else on the market. The first con is the design, specifically the functionality of the tool, not the aesthetics, which I previously praised for their visual appeal. This con focuses on the actual features that you use. When I first got my package in the mail, I eagerly opened the box, picked up the square, and immediately heard a rattle. After waiting so long for it, it was pretty disappointing. I reached out to customer support for an exchange, and the response left me a little bit perplexed. It's a bit wild to design a precision tool that rattles like that. Honestly, I would have much preferred they included a simple notch to easily pry it open. This rattle is like the woodworking equivalent of like a creaky bed or wobbly stool, just plain annoying. The lasered graduations are also a con to me. Laser graduations are always a con just because over time these can wear off, and I like to buy tools that are going to last me a long time. And the last con is the cost. I can get a lot more bang for my buck elsewhere and for much less money, or might as well just climb up to, $10, $15 and get something else that would be way more functional. While it's undeniably a stunning piece, I believe it's significantly overpriced for what it offers. Considering its features and the alternatives available on the market such as machinist squares, PEC squares, serrated squares, or even woodpecker squares, I'd expect it to be priced between $40 and $50. I barely use this square because I'm worried that with regular use, it'll get knocked out of alignment as you saw previously in this video, and I'd have to keep double checking it with a real square. So for now, it's going to sit on my shelf, doing what it does best, looking good and not being used. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out my other reviews.